Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt. And this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Matt and Dave Show.
Why is it like every week you just make noises to kick off the show?
It's that morning drive time like Zoo Crew. Oh! To be fair, it's the only time I do it.
That is not us at all.
Yep.
Why is it, like that was cool back in the 90s and then all of a sudden it was like not.
Yeah?
I listened to there's a morning show here that I don't listen to, and for a very specific reason. They have it's like a I don't know if it's a dude that hosts and a woman like co-host or they're hosts together, but their producer like in the background, but he doesn't have a mic.
Doesn't have a mic, so it's the hey man, what's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but he has this like cackle hyena laugh.
Mm.
And it's like one of these things where I'm starting to believe that he doesn't actually laugh. There's a button that they push that makes it seem like he's laughing because nobody can laugh as much as this guy at the stupidest shit that he laughs at. So there's like this hyena in the background going,
Oh, wow.
Oh, and then I'm like laugh and make a sound effect if like they've said something while he was laughing to like warrant a reaction of some sort.
Oh, wow.
This is the most annoying morning show. I would rather listen to whatever the fucking morning show is from Parks and Rec.
Oh, something in the douche.
Something in the douche.
Yeah.
Yes. I would much rather listen to that all the time.
The douche.
And all of their like disgusting, like just really overly obnoxious. Like the parody of the morning show is more is
palatable.
I was actually going to say more palatable.
Yeah.
To take than this actual morning show here in the Tampa Bay area. I mean, it really is just so fucking annoying. I don't even listen to that station anymore.
Dude, it's been so long since I've listened to the radio.
Yeah.
There's one station that I listen to on the radio. There's only one.
It's like the oldie station. Yeah.
Smooth
oldie station.
I listen to and I'll plug them too. Like,
right,
I love it. I listen to the Dove, WDUV, the Dove.
Smooth hits. Of
Smooth
Tampa Bay.
hits. It's like nothing but like yacht rock and fucking
Light Rod Stewart.
Yeah, some
little
Light Rod
Stewart. Little George Michael, Careless Whisper.
Oh God, it's so good.
Little Celine Dion,
It's
early Celine Dion.
So good.
What's so funny is I know this about you, and I know other people do not know this about you.
Oh my God, I love it
so
much.
I just want to be around when you tell people this, so I can see their reaction. Like, really, Dave?
No, I love it.
You? But yeah, I know you're
love
big.
it.
You're a big Dove fan.
Oh my God, I love the Dove. Like whenever my my iPod goes out, or like the battery goes down, or whatever the hell it is, because I still have a car old enough to where you can plug your iPod directly into it. That's the station that I.
It's the station
to.
I imagine that the 60 and 50-year-old crowd around town put on when they want to get busy.
It's a total boomer station.
Yeah,
it's a total boomer fucking station.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martha, it's go time.
Seriously, like if I was like an ED company, I would totally like.
She's like the wind.
Yes, that's exactly the stuff they play.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would totally like advertise on that station, man.
Oh, dude, it's great.
It's crazy.
It's absolutely great. But yeah. I authentically. Like, I know radio's a dying medium, and
it is.
But I would love to work for that radio station. Like, I would love to do the Dove social media. That would make me so fucking happy.
I think it's getting to the point where they start, loosening up and everything. You know, they need more of the snarky social media.
Yeah, I mean, I would do something drastically different than what I do now, but I would still love to be like. Yeah. I would love to do that. That would make me so happy.
People don't understand. Like, there are different levels of snark.
Yeah.
You know, like you can be like an asshole snark, or you could be tongue in cheek snark, or but you can't be snarky to the same. You can't be the same type of snarky to everyone.
Yeah, the audiences are vastly
Audiences are vastly different.
vastly different.
What type of snarky are you?
So I want to talk about something. And
Please drive this car because I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah, I understand. So, and I sent this to you.
You did.
And
did I look at it?
You did.
Did I comment on it?
You did comment on it.
Okay.
So you're gonna know when I start talking about it.
Okay.
So we talked about Aquaman.
We did. Oh, we did.
The other day. And you still haven't seen it, which is fine.
I still haven't seen it. I was actually gonna go today since I'm home alone.
Yep.
Maybe I still will.
Yeah, no, you still can.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, so there was, I don't know if it was an official announcement, or if it was just like, they were leaking stuff out strategically, but they want to make, so there's a lot of things that I really like about this Aquaman movie.
Yes,
there's
which we've covered.
A lot of very interesting characters.
Twice.
Yeah. One of those was actually recorded.
One of those was recorded. Everybody knows your thoughts on one of those.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I've talked about the things I liked about it and the characters that I enjoyed and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they've taken that feedback and a bunch of other feedback.
Yeah.
And they're like, we've got it.
Yep.
We're going to do a movie.
Yep.
A spin-off movie on Aquaman.
Yes.
Hold on.
Wait. It's a spin-off on Aquaman. All right. Are we going to get an all-Mira movie?
No.
Okay. Are we going to get an all-Black Manta movie?
No.
Are we going to get the prequel with Nicole Kidman's mom character and the Clone Wars guy who plays his father? Are we going to see them fall in love?
No.
All right, Dave. What is this? What is this possibly going to be about?
We're going to do a horror movie about the fish monsters that you see for about 2 to 2.5 minutes. The Trench.
What?
The Trench. So, and even if you haven't seen the movie, you've seen these guys. So it's in the trailer.
What?
When they're on the boat, and you see him dive off with a flare. It's a very cool visual scene, but it is the dumbest fucking thing I have ever heard of in my entire life. Like I hope for DC, and I truly. I want them to do good. And then I hear shit like this. And I'm like, guys, girls, sentient cats that are running this corporation. What are you doing?
I want to do
the fucking Trench?
I want to do some research because I have a sneaking suspicion that Warner Brothers Pictures produces more flops than hits. And I think their hits are just kind of lucky hits.
Sure.
Because decisions like this, while they sound obviously Hollywood, it kind of does. Yeah. What are some of the best parts people are talking about? How can we make more money off of this $1 billion movie that we just made?
Yes.
When you have a movie that makes more money than the Dark Knight trilogy, and is your best superhero selling movie, never mind accounting for inflation. Of all time, you want to capitalize on that, make as much money as you can. What's the best way to do that? Well, sequel.
Yeah,
and they've already talked about that they're planning one,
which they should,
right? But they don't know, James Wan doesn't know if he wants to come back, and they don't know a lot what's going to happen with it. But it's in development.
Yes,
as you would suspect.
Yes, yeah. That's
right.
That's an easy
layup.
That's an easy layup on that one.
Boom. Fine.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. And that movie will probably suck because Warner Brothers sucks.
Yes.
I know.
Again, this is all very anticipated.
Sure.
This is all built into the system that we know and love.
But we tried Superman. We've tried Batman and Superman.
Yep.
We've tried the Justice League together, and we found that only separately do they work.
Yes.
So if we can't combine them, let's break down each individual movie and give everything in that movie its own movie.
And again, if that's what they were doing, sure. But if you start with the fucking Trench,
it's true.
The Trench.
And listen, I like the idea of taking the different genre in a genre, so like a horror comic book movie. That sounds cool.
Yeah,
which is what James Gunn's gonna be.
Yeah,
I know the X-Men movie that's never gonna see the fucking light of day. The New Mutants.
The New Mutants
is supposed to be a horror movie.
Yeah,
that movie is never gonna see the light of day. That is gonna be this generation's Fantastic Four movie.
Oh,
the Roger Corman.
I was gonna say the Harvey Corman.
It's gonna be the Star Wars holiday special but never have been released.
Wow.
Because that movie was supposed to come out 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was.
Like, I think it was supposed to come out like November of 2016 or 17.
Right.
And then it was supposed to come out in April of last year. And now it's like, I don't even know when it's coming out. And now with the Disney, acquisition of Fox, I don't think the New Mutants is ever going to happen. And if you're familiar with New Mutants, like, I don't really think there's a horror vibe to the comic book. Like, and the first trailer they released looked kind of stupid.
I didn't think it looked that stupid.
I did. I mean, I anticipated a comic book movie with a horror angle, and what they're giving me was a horror movie
with comic book.
It was almost like a M. Night Shyamalan comic book horror movie.
I am willing.
Not a lot of emphasis on the comic book, which is fine.
Yeah, if you're going to take
like New Mutants,
so I'm going to contradict myself for a second here with this statement. Like, if you're going to take a chance, I'm going to respect that. Which completely flies in the face of me saying the Trench movie is a terrible idea.
There's a difference between taking a chance and a blatant cash grab based on audience feedback.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
New Mutants was a chance.
Yes.
They took a chance.
Yes. And I respect that.
Right, I get it. And, how can we keep the superhero genre fresh and new and exciting? And, we can give them another X-Men mutant movie with all a bunch of mutants that you've never heard of before. Mm-hmm. Or what else can we do? Well, we can do a horror spin, which is fine. That's a chance. But looking at some, like, feedback cards from screenings that you had before the movie came out, or even, like, exit interviews during the movie's release, and you're like, oh, people seem to like that scene with the trench monsters. Let's do a movie about the trench monsters.
No. God, not even a Dolph Lundgren spin-off movie. Like, I could stomach that.
Now, I will say this. I've never seen the movie, but I would watch the shit out of a Dolph Lundgren beating the hell out of the trench monsters movie.
Yeah, that's true.
So that movie would be called not quite Aquaman, but Dolph Lundgren.
Dolph Lundgren, man.
Because he's an underwater dude, yeah?
Yeah, he's underwater.
But he's not Aquaman.
He's not Aquaman.
So not quite Aquaman, I think would be the name of that movie.
I would even accept a Dolph Lundgren, a Willem Dafoe buddy movie.
Shit, I'd like to see that anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be in, like... Seriously, like, sometimes I just wish that these studio heads would stop looking at their feedback and go, what just sounds cool? Dolph Lundgren and Willem Dafoe movie. Yeah. Go. Somebody write it.
Somebody write a movie based on that concept.
Come up with a pitch.
Yep.
Willem Dafoe.
Dolph Lundgren.
Go.
Yep. Just two old guys doing something together.
Yep.
Maybe action related. Nothing too heavy on the acting chops. Go.
I mean, it's almost how I think, like, Men in Black came about. Like, okay, we want Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. We want a white old man and a really popular, super African-American movie star. Put them together and watch wackiness ensue.
Go.
And aliens. But think about that.
Aliens.
All right, we've got the Fresh Prince. We've got The Fugitive. And aliens. Go. I'm in. Like, it's almost like what Sony was trying to do with the 21 Jump Street and Men in Black, like, crossover they were planning. Like, that's I imagine that's what happened. Like, somebody at Sony was like, smoking weed one night, like, it'd be really cool.
They're on Joe Rogan's podcast.
If we put, like, Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill and aliens.
The funny thing is, like, as stupid as that idea sounds on paper, and as much as I would like to be like you're dumb.
The Men in Black, 21 Jump Street.
Yeah. Like, what are you thinking? I am so morbidly curious and drawn to the idea of that movie because the other ones were so irreverent.
Yeah, and the thing here too is I don't actively root for movies to fail. Like, some movies I know are going to suck.
Yeah,
but that's one movie that I would want to fail, but I want to see fail.
Yeah,
like, I want to watch that train wreck. Like, I want to watch it unfold. I want to hear about your poor casting decisions. I want to hear about all these people you have on, like, all these 13,000 writers that are going to take a crack at the script, like the development hell that it'll surely go through, the pictures that will leak of Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum with their Ray-Bans on, the fucking awful Super Bowl halftime trailer. Yeah, the tie-in. Like, who's going to do, like, you're going to have the Who's like a fucking who's that dude? I'm so old. Who's that dude with all the tattoos who's really hot right now? The musician.
Which one?
He's like he looks like he's strung up on coke.
Again,
which one?
like
I know. Oh fuck, I forget his name. Well, anyway, you get him to do like the theme song, and it's just a fucking like you see it, and you're like, that's gonna be a fucking flop,
right?
You know,
like because like face tattoos are like the new thing. Like everybody has them.
I know.
You're so old.
I'm so old.
You're so old. But yeah,
this generation just can't handle it.
Literally can't even.
No.
So you would want to see that fail?
Oh, absolutely.
See, I would want to see that succeed.
No, because I want to see it happen, but I don't want to see it twice. Because that's what would happen if it was successful. That's the only reason why I would root against it, because I don't want to see it twice, but I do want to see it like happen.
I definitely want to see this movie happen. Like,
yeah.
I am so, but I was like stoked about Cowboys vs. Aliens too,
which I thought was a good movie.
I enjoyed it personally.
Like whenever you talk about Jon Favreau, people don't ever talk about Cowboys vs. Aliens, and I thought that was a great movie. And again, there you go. That's another example. All right, we're gonna get James Bond and Indiana Jones and Aliens.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I can do this all day.
In the Old West and Aliens.
I can do this all day. All right, so let's do. I
did enjoy that movie.
I did too. All right. So I want Captain America.
Yep.
And Atomic Blonde and Aliens.
Huh? All right.
We can play this game. Like, let's name the characters or movies to combine them with aliens. Who are the actors?
All right. I want.
That was Chris Evans and Charlize Theron in Aliens.
Yeah.
Ooh, which would be like a sexy alien movie.
Yeah, I mean, you put those two in it. That's definitely
Chris Evans is the alien and she is the human, and they come together to save their two races.
All right, hold on. I want you to have your mind blown right now.
Swear
you ready?
to God, I'm not high right now. It's just funny.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
What if they did, and this is not playing your game, but this just came to me.
Okay.
What if they did an Aliens sequel?
Okay.
With her as a grown-up Newt.
Well, she's already been in an Aliens movie.
Was she?
Yeah, she was in like Prometheus or the one after.
Was she in Prometheus?
I believe. Yeah. She was in this. I think she was in the next one. I think.
I didn't watch any of them.
Or Prometheus. I mean, that was something that like they talked about. Like I've heard that on the internet a bunch of times.
With her as a grown-up Newt?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So like that should have been the way that they went, but they didn't. No, that totally like. That sounds like the idea you would expect a studio to exploit.
Yes.
You know, let's take the most popular movie in that franchise and, reboot it.
Yeah.
With a grown-up character that we all know and love.
Yep.
Don't need to get Sigourney Weaver in there, or maybe we get Sigourney Weaver to cameo.
Yeah.
The
Sigourney Weaver android is the way around that.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Ugh. How do we get off on this tangent? I forget. Where did we start?
We started with the trench.
Okay.
We started with the trench.
Okay.
This is where we've gone from the trench. I want you to know that. We started at the trench.
It's not that far of a stretch.
It's not that far of a stretch. That's true.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, so to go back to the original point.
Yeah.
It's a terrible idea. What are you thinking?
No, I mean, again, like I said, I can't blame a studio because they are in the business.
I get that.
Of making movies. They are in the business of making money and their movies are their product content.
I get that.
So you need to figure out a way to make as much money as you can.
I get that
When you're Warner Brothers and you can't figure out your goddamn DC properties and you only have 2 good ones in the last, when did Dark Knight, shit, not even the Dark Knight Rises. I wasn't a big fan of Dark Knight Rises.
But still, it falls in the same.
But like with the last, let's just say 10 years,
property,
10 years, you've had 2 successful DC movies.
Yeah.
And you've released, I don't know how many. And you've talked about releasing a gazillion.
Yeah.
Like, there you cast all these people in Justice League to give them their own individual movies. Now there's not going to be a fucking Cyborg movie. You got Cyborg, you've repurposed Cyborg to your DC.
Doom Patrol.
Yeah, your Doom Patrol, which looks awful. Not Doom Patrol itself, but the Cyborg makeup looks really awful.
Well, it's for TV. It's not movies.
It is, but it's for streaming, so it's different. It's not like it was back in the day.
I understand.
It's,
but
there's different kinds of budgets. There's different, there's when you're making like 10 episodes, 13 episodes, whatever you're making, like it becomes like movies.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean, you're looking for ways to you pulled off this $1 billion blockbuster. You're looking for ways to make more money. I think the smart thing for them to do was to announce that they weren't going to focus on, like when they said, we're not going to focus on a shared universe. We're going to focus on strong character-driven stories. That is exactly what I've been waiting to hear from you guys.
Yes.
Bravo.
I mean,
Bravo.
It sucks that, you had to eat $3 billion to figure that
right.
out.
And it sucks that you had to, wait. I mean, listen, when Ben Affleck was cast as Batman, there was no more a vocal hater than myself.
Yes.
And after I saw Batman v Superman, I still hated the movie, but he was really good. Mm-hmm. I liked his take on Batman. Mm-hmm. I like where they're taking the Batman, which is the current working title of the new movie, where they're taking it, where it's going to be more centered on his detective skills, something I've been dying to see in the films, right?
Yes.
I think you had Ben Affleck, and I think you could have kept him had you not tried to make it this old busted Batman. Like, I think you just cast Ben Affleck, what is he, like 40, 50, something like that?
Yeah,
like, you could get away with Batman for or Ben Affleck as Batman for another 10 years, for another 3 movies.
Easily.
If you would have just, not given him gray hair, not made him, everything that we know about him has happened to him, and now this is, the Dark Knight Returns Batman.
Sure.
I think that was a bad way to go. So you wasted that. I think Henry Cavill was a great Superman. He looked like Superman.
I agree.
I think he's a great actor. I think he's got great personality. He's definitely young enough. You could have had him for 10 years. You could have had a Captain America or Robert Downey Jr. type contract with Superman.
Yes.
I mean, seriously, Superman is your Iron Man. He could have popped in every fucking movie.
Yep.
Right? Starting with Shazam.
Yes.
Because that's the thing. He looks up to Superman.
Yeah.
But you fucked that up. You fucked it all up. You made a good decision with Wonder Woman. You kept it going by keeping the same creative team. You hired Patty Jenkins again. It was almost like they were just like, well, we need to make a Wonder Woman movie, so let's just throw this director who's female, who's done a couple things. Let's just let her go do her thing, and then we'll focus on the Justice League.
Yeah.
Well, when she fucking delivered, because you stayed out of the way.
Yep.
And I'm sure they didn't just stay out of the way, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
When she fucking delivered, it was like, all right, cool. Now what can we do to all right, let's put more Wonder Woman in Batman v Superman, because we've already seen the test footage from Wonder Woman and we know it's going to be great. Let's do Justice League is awful, so let's put Wonder Woman in more scenes in Justice League because we already had Wonder Woman to be a hit.
Yeah.
They already started fucking around with Wonder Woman after they knew they had a hit, and they're doing the same thing here with Aquaman.
Yeah, it's true.
Listen, hire James Gunn to reboot your fucking your fucking Suicide Squad.
Yes.
You already fired Ben Affleck, or Ben Affleck stepped aside. Get a really good, Batman who's in his, early 30s, who can be Batman for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 10 years, God willing that Michael Keaton's still alive, go to the Batman Beyond franchise and start your Batman Beyond.
Or you could just do that now.
Oh, you could do it now. Oh, absolutely, you could do it now.
You could just do that now.
I heard a rumor that they were going to, based off of the popularity of Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse, they were going to do a Batman Beyond kind of animated movie.
Game?
No, animated movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about not the PS4 game. I'm talking about the animated Spider-Man movie.
Oh yes,
Into the Spider-Verse, which would also be an awesome game.
Yes.
But that Warner Brothers was looking at doing something like that with the Batman Beyond franchise.
Oh yeah.
And I would love to see live action, but I wouldn't be mad at that at all.
As an animated one? No. It's worked as an animated one.
As long as it is uniquely original, because the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, the animation on that was just so.
I still need to see that.
Unbelievably original and unique, and it was really, really weird, but it was just visually beautiful to look at. If they did something like that and they really focused on a story with Batman Beyond, because that's what they had a message, they had a story to tell with Spider-Man. They used it because they wanted to make money. That's why Sony did it, because they needed to make their own money off of Spider-Man, since they bitched Spider-Man out to Marvel.
Yeah.
They need to make their own money, and they did it. They did a great job. They still were able to use Peter Parker. They still were able to use Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They reused all the Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
And they've opened up this wide franchise. Finally, they have something they can work with and make billions of dollars off of.
Yeah, and animation's cheaper.
It is. Well, it's much cheaper.
Yeah.
It takes a little longer, but it's much cheaper.
Yeah.
Although nowadays, when you got movies like New Mutants who have to keep going over on reshoots,
yeah,
it's probably the same amount of time.
Yeah, it is true.
But yeah, I guess Warner Brothers came out and said they're not going to do a Batman Beyond animated movie, which is a shame because I think
because
that would have been a slam dunk.
Yeah,
I think it would have been.
Yeah, I mean, even if you get Bruce if you can get the original voice cast back for that.
Oh yeah, and I can never pronounce his last name. Will Friedle or whatever his name is, the guy from Boy Meets World who voiced Terry McGinnis.
Oh,
in
really?
Batman Beyond. He was like, I'd do it again.
Yeah,
I'd fucking do it again.
Oh yeah.
You know, and Kevin Conroy we've got. You know, Kevin Conroy is going to come back and do Bruce Wayne. Anytime,
Yeah.
You know, but I always feel like you need to take it on.
Yeah.
Like I love when you have Kevin Conroy come in and do the video games and the animated movies, and they've got a new Justice League animated movie coming out, which is in the same style as the original Justice
cartoon.
League
I saw
cartoon.
That,
And they've got all the original voices.
Yeah.
Well, the main three. The rest of the Justice League is going to be different. But I love when they do that with Kevin Conroy. Bring him back so many times. I think if you're going to take a movie franchise, you need to make it different.
That's
Because
fair.
when I hear it, I'm going
to
think it's in the same continuity, and they've already kind of wrapped that up in the cartoons.
Yeah,
with that
that's fair.
Justice League epilogue episode.
Yeah, that's
know?
fair. That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
But they're not going to do that. So we're really
Yeah.
just talking bullshit at this point. Talking bullshit.
Yeah, no.
No, whatever.
I
I still think it's great.
think it's great.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah.
So the trench. Yeah.
So the trench. Yeah. Love how it all ties back to the fucking
It does.
trench.
It does. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it's actually going to happen either. I think they're talking about it. They're trying to figure it out. But really think that your energy should be spent on a James Gunn Suicide Squad.
Yep.
Launching,
Yes.
making sure Wonder Woman 1984,
Yes.
right? Wonder Woman,
Yeah.
is it 1984 or just 84? I think it's 1984.
I think it's 1984.
Wonder Woman 1984, make that a great, great film. Keep that property strong. Develop your Aquaman 2.
Yes.
And hopefully Shazam hits and doesn't bomb.
Yes.
And
I haven't heard
we call it
anything
good.
either way about that.
I mean, the trailer looks okay.
I agree.
I like Zach Levi.
Oh, dude,
Love
he's
him.
great.
Somebody did a mashup of the Chuck intro,
Mhm.
but made it Shazam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he tweeted it out or something like that. But he shared it. He thought it was really cool.
Oh, that's interesting.
I have not. I did not get a chance to look at it because I think it was like I don't know in public. I could
So
watch
I
it.
didn't watch Chuck.
You didn't,
I did not watch Chuck.
dude. You know what though? You're an asshole when it comes to things that are geared towards nerds.
I can be a little snooty about it.
You are
yeah.
fucking snooty as shit.
Yeah.
It actually pisses me off how snooty you are about it.
Yeah, I'm snooty. It's fine.
Because that was a good show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it wasn't one of those things like I didn't think it would look good or I thumbed my nose at it. It's just I never got around to watching it.
You should. I think it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
It's somewhere. You can stream it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah.
And you should watch it. It's good. It's
Because
really
I've
good.
heard really good things about it. Like
Yeah, it's
people
really
have said that it's good.
I mean, I like all of the characters, and there are some nerdy tropes, but
Sure.
but there are tropes.
Tropes are good.
Yeah, tropes
Yeah.
are fine. But there's some tropes all around, like the boy meets girl, the sister, like keeping secrets, and
Yeah.
the spy tropes, and that's what's great. Like you got the nerd tropes, you got the spy tropes, you got the romance tropes, you got the drama tropes, you got everything. Like you got the nerdy best friend sidekick who knows, and you got the hot woman
Sure,
who the nerd
sure.
wants, and
Yeah.
you got the family that doesn't know his secret.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff,
Yeah,
man.
no, I do. I expect tropes.
Yeah.
We're good on the trope
Sure.
department.
Yeah,
Like,
as long as you pull it off with great characters,
Yeah.
and
just execute on the trope.
yeah, absolutely.
That's all I ask
That's
that
true.
you do.
That is really true. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna be tropey,
execute.
execute.
That's all I ask that you do.
There should be a title like trope, like executioner. Should
Yeah.
be like your title. Oh, that's the executioner. He comes on set and makes sure that we execute these troops
These tropes.
flawlessly.
That's right. What are we doing? Boy Meets World? Got it.
Got it.
Let's make this magic. You got to meet this world, boy.
That's totally like a Saturday Night Live sketch.
Yes.
But
But
the
I mean,
executor.
but you really, I mean, like, if you're going to do troops, and it's hard to not do them. Like, I would
Right.
say it's damn near impossible to not do something
Tropey.
tropey. Yes. Like, and I the thing I love about tropes is that you can do them and you can execute them well, or you can use them as a misdirection tool and subvert the trope and like lead me down a path because I know the trope. Like my expectations have been set by the fact that you've introduced these two characters and they have some chemistry.
Right.
And then you're like, just kidding. He kills her. Like, you're like, oh, shit. Oh, got it. Like, you can play on my use of the trope
Mm-hmm.
to tell a different story, and I love that as well. I love when that's executed
Absolutely,
quite well.
yes.
But yeah, no. So I'm not anti-trope. I love tropes.
No, I don't think that it's possible. I mean, you can be original, but every idea has been used.
Yes.
So it's impossible to not be tropey.
No.
I think you just need to. I think when you hang your hat on your story
Mm-hmm.
and use tropes as a device to tell your story, that's
Yes.
one thing. There are movies out there that hang their hats on the tropes,
Yes.
and
Yes.
no,
That's fair.
and then use the tropes to to make the money or move the story along. That's not how you do it. That's not really how you do it.
Yeah, no. I and that's actually a very salient point. Like
Mhm.
like if you have a story you want to tell and you want to use some tropes to move this along, I respect the shit out of that.
Absolutely.
Like
It's fine.
It's gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Chekhov's gun. You need to.
Yep. Mhm.
The audience needs to know a certain thing at a certain time, and you need to be able to make them watch on a rewatch. Oh my god, I should have seen that,
Mhm.
and I didn't, but here it is.
Right.
Like, fine. I'm fine with that. I
Mhm.
think that's perfectly reasonable,
Mhm.
and I think it works better in movies than it does in TV because you have more time to spread it out. Like, I think a show that relies heavily on tropes, but I don't know. Like, I think all the Law and Order series, like, and again, the show's been on in like 7 instances for like 30 years. Like, there's just only a finite amount of stuff you can use
Right.
once.
I heard they've gotten so far into Law and Order that all they've done is started like reusing the original scripts and reshooting them with new cast members.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Although,
But they
you
could get
wouldn't
away with
know. You would not know.
They could get away with it.
They could honestly probably use Homicide Life on the Street scripts, and you're not gonna know. There's no way you're gonna know. That show came on like 30 years ago.
That was very Shaggy, by the way.
That
was 30 years ago, man.
like that was totally a long time ago. Oh boy, like no one was alive.
Oh man. Oh.
Can we hold on? Since you brought this up, and I've been interested if you know about the existence of this thing. Have you seen the Shaggy Meme?
Which one?
It's the most recent one where like Shaggy is this like all-powerful deity, this like all-powerful creature that exists in all the realms.
No.
Yeah, so this is a thing now.
I know that there was a petition going around with a lot of signatures to get Shaggy part of Mortal Kombat, whatever the new game is.
So this is why.
And I've seen a picture of like what he would look like in the game, which is pretty cool.
So the reason this has happened, and I don't know where it started. I'm sure some cursory research could get that. I'm sure it started in some sort of chant or forum. But someone floated the idea that like Shaggy is this like all-powerful being. And, it garnered enough steam to where it became like a trope within itself. And now people are making these memes like, it's kind of like a subversion of the John Wick memes or for people of our age, the Chuck Norris meme, which was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all get the John Wick thing though.
No, I know, but like, I'm just.
Okay. I got you.
Painting with a wider brush here.
I hear you.
Yeah. But yeah. It's so weird because it's not the character you think of. Like, the Chuck Norris thing made Chuck Norris was, a known badass for whatever circles he rolled in. The John Wick thing is clearly a badass. But Shaggy is Shaggy.
Right? Sure.
And the idea that he is this like omnipresent, omnipowerful, fully functioning, deity of pain and malice is hilarious.
Kind of is comforting too. Like if that's his deal and he's that powerful and all he wants to do is like eat.
Right, exactly. Like,
yeah, all right, I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. But
Makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It'd be like finding out that Jughead was like, you know what I mean?
Jughead was the angel of death.
Yeah.
Comic book Jughead, not Riverdale Jughead.
Yeah, that's true. There's a difference.
There's
a vast difference.
Yeah.
Dude, comic book Jughead was the best. Just a guy that really had his priorities in order.
I mean, yeah.
I respect that.
I do too.
Sorry.
I mean, he had his own priorities in order.
Yes.
You could say the same thing about Wembley from Popeye.
Yeah, exactly.
Motherfucker just wanted a hamburger.
Yeah, but there's a flaw with Wembley.
That he did have his own money?
Yeah, dude. Like, Wembley was just shitty. He was shitty and hungry.
He had his priorities together, though. He's like, listen, I'm going to pay you back and eat a hamburger.
But, like, and you look at Wembley, like, Wembley's been eating some hamburgers. Like, he's been running this grift
Yeah.
a minute.
Kind of makes you wonder, like, so what are you actually doing to earn the money that you're going to pay me back on Tuesday?
He's not, but
I would love to see, like, a cartoon of, like...
The pyramid scheme?
No, I would love to see a cartoon of Wednesday.
Wednesday, and it's just Wembley with a bunch of bullet holes in him. Just riddled.
It's just Popeye like doing a Taken style search for Wembley.
Oh.
I really wish I could do a Popeye voice right now, but I'm not going to even attempt it.
I have a particular set of skills.
It's not bad, dude.
I've never tried to do Popeye before.
That wasn't bad.
You knew what I was going for, and that's really all you can hope for
It's
when
true.
you do a voice.
Yeah, that's true. Makes it easy though when you're doing it as we're talking about it.
Yes, yeah, oh, absolutely.
But yes,
absolutely.
no, it was close. I respect it.
But I think Wembley just ran like a pyramid scheme. Like he was constantly like,
I'll pay you back Tuesday.
Yeah,
and I'll pay this guy back Tuesday.
Yeah.
So this Tuesday,
I'm gonna get your money.
I'm gonna get the money from this guy, and I'll pay you.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's a true.
He had to start off with saying, "Okay, I'm gonna pay you back Tuesday," and then the next guy, he was like, "I'll pay you back in 2 weeks," right?
Next Tuesday.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's still always like Tuesday.
Right. But you got to start somewhere. So did he start with his own money, or did he start?
No. So I like, hey, dude, I'll pay you back Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I go and I get some money and some burgers.
Where do you get the money from?
From another person.
Yeah, but where does it start? That's what I'm saying. Where is the point? Because I could say to you, Dave, I will pay you Tuesday for $5 today, right? Where am I going to get that money on Tuesday from? I got to get it somewhere.
He's got to get that. So it's got to get a burger.
So maybe what happened is he started out as a really skinny, good-looking Wembley, and he had $5, and he went and he bought a hamburger. He was like, "Oh my God, this is so good! I need another one." And then he was like, "Oh wait, I don't have
the cobweb wallet."
Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yes. See, it worked.
It works. It works every time.
So then he has to. I can't believe we're breaking this out. So then he has to find somebody to give him money.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So he has to start out with like $10.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we've settled on the $5 hamburger.
Yeah.
Thing. So he started out with
$10. Not a $5 milkshake.
No. A $5 shake. That's soda ice cream. That's $5.
Yeah.
All right. You know what really sold his performance in that movie to me?
The $5 milkshake?
Yes, when he takes a sip of the $5 milkshake and he goes, "Well, I don't know if it's worth $5, but it's a pretty fucking good milkshake."
It's good.
Like,
it's so good.
Like I believed that it was a good milkshake.
Yeah.
Like I believed him.
Yeah. I wanted to pay $5. For that
I was like,
milkshake.
I gotta try that. Like that's pretty fucking awesome. John Travolta's back, y'all. He can sell me on a fucking milkshake.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Seriously, not for nothing. If I was Baskin Robbins around that time, I would have fucking hired him up.
Yep.
Like, dude, it's not a $5 milkshake, but it is some good shake.
Yeah.
Right? So he had to start with some, going back to Wembley, he had to start with like X amount of dollars. He had to had more dollars than he originally intended.
Yes, okay.
Because he had to be able to pay back that first guy without getting money from the next guy.
Yeah.
Because the money from the next guy.
No.
Where does it start?
It starts with, so let's say I borrow $5 from you for my burgers.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, Tuesday I'm going to get that back.
Right.
So then I borrow $5. So I borrow $10 from the next guy.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, Tuesday I'm going to get that back. And I give you your $5.
Yep. But now you only have $5.
All right. But I have $5 to eat.
Right.
So then
but you borrowed $10 from Homeboy. I think you need to start with $5. Like it's almost like one of these things where because even in these pyramid scheme things, you have to put up your own money first.
You do.
You do. You have to buy the product. or
So there's an
buy the
investment
book series.
thing
There's an investment. You have to
yeah.
invest first. So he had to have made an investment of some sort.
Well, see, the way pyramid schemes works is because you're holding on to people's money. It's not.
Right.
You're not just
So-
a transference of debt.
Right.
It's like I'm holding on to your money. So occasionally, one person will ask to be paid out, and you can pay them out their money plus 10%.
Right.
And they can say, "Oh my God, like he grew my money by 10% in only a month and a half."
Right.
And so other people will invest their money into you.
The problem with this is
I know
that
far too much about this.
the problem with this though is Wembley is his own person. He's not like these people he's borrowing money from aren't borrowing money from other people.
Right. So I think he's just a bum.
Well, just chalk it up to being a bum.
Yeah, I think he's just a bum. I mean,
You think he borrows the $5 for the hamburger and then goes on the streets and tries to collect change here and there? You know what I'd love to see? I would love.
I just don't think he. I don't think he ever. I don't think he ever pays back his debts.
You know what I think Wembley does to earn money to pay back his debts?
Mm.
I think he does Michael Jackson impersonation at festivals.
I think he gives. I think he does truck stops.
Either way, it would be great.
Well, some truckies, some little truckies. Not that I'm not going to besmirch a person for a burger's a burger, and if you really like burgers, get your burgers.
I would love to see a weekly podcast where people come up with different ways that Wembley is earning his money for these fucking hamburgers.
I think you're going to run out. It's going to be a very limited series.
No, man. No, I think I think what you do is you have one person host, and then you have just like a
panel discussion.
Not even a panel, but like one or two people come in and like guest host every week. So, but they have to bring their own ideas.
How does Wembley? How does Wembley stay out of debtor's prison?
Right.
Or how does he still have functioning kneecaps?
Exactly.
Like he's got to pay back somebody sometime.
I don't know.
I will only pay you Tuesday for a burger day. So he only talks to people that can give him burgers today.
Right.
So maybe the grift is like he just goes around to different restaurants and just travels the world at all the burger restaurants and just says he'll pay them Tuesday. And whoever agrees to that, he eats a burger.
Here's what's more likely is that he has a fucking job.
Yeah.
But left his wallet at home.
Oh, he just dumb.
Yeah.
He just like real dumb.
I just think he left his wallet at home and he got the fucking munchies.
You think he's high and dumb?
I mean, have you seen his eyes?
That's a good point. It's a very, very good point. I don't know a lot of like sober people that wear derbies. Like it's a little fun steampunk, but you did drop your glasses. Jinkies.
Oh.
You said I did? It was good. That was good. You liked that.
That was good.
Yeah, it was my special guy.
That was good. We need a cough button on this show.
Dude, it's fine. People can listen to us cough.
That's true.
If they can listen to Elon Musk get all like baked up high and cough, then on the Joe Rogan
That's different.
podcast-
That's part of the actual show, though.
Well,
Me coughing to clear my throat because I got something like my coffee went down the wrong way. That's different.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Nobody wants.
Well,
to,
you want to just like
if this was like a show about drinking coffee, that would be different.
oh yeah,
But that's
like
not what the show's
a
about.
bunch of comedians in cars going to go get coffee.
Oh, what an original idea.
I like that idea. What a great idea for that show, though. Like
It really was.
that's cool. That's
And-
like a really cool thing.
Like how just simple is it for Jerry Seinfeld? Like after all those years of doing Seinfeld,
Yeah.
I really want to do movies, and I don't really need to do another show because that's just going to be compared to my original show,
Sure.
which was already perfect enough in most people's eyes. Hey, I'm just gonna. What do I want to do? I want to talk to comedians, and I want to drive my fucking cars, and I want to drive other people's cars. And you know
Right.
what? I love me some coffee.
Yeah.
Hey, there's an idea.
comedians in cars getting coffee, and it has that perfect alliteration too. Like
Yeah, it does.
it really. That's why it works.
Yeah.
Like or you could do
comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah, or you could do comedians in cars getting coke and just set it in the 1980s.
Oh.
Oh,
Dude, but think of that. Like, that's what's great about, I know that sometimes I'll say that I'm just oversaturated and overwhelmed by all of the media out there that is
Sure.
consumed. But imagine if we had a comedians in cars getting coffee with like all the '80s comedians, like a Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison.
Oh yeah,
Robin Williams. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
like
true.
To watch those today would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but nobody, you didn't care about the small details in celebrities' lives back then. You cared about the big details, the Robin Leach details about celebrity life back then. Like,
and then MTV Cribs came along and ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, pretty much. Or like, no, I wouldn't say they ruined it. They just took they literally just scooped money out of Robin Leach's mouth. They're like, hey, dog, what's up? This is mine now. I'm going to do it on a way lower budget and with way more access and have the people just host themselves. Because they're vain and they want to talk about their shit.
Yeah, I mean, that show is really genius. I mean, you don't need a host. There's no voiceover. Oh, there's one voiceover. I think there's one voiceover guy. He comes in, he knocks out the whole season in one day.
Yeah.
So you pay him, what, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000?
It's all location shots.
Whatever. It's all fucking B-roll.
Yep.
And, following the celebrity around once. You could do that with a minimal crew.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a fucking...
You don't need two cameras. I mean, you probably have two cameras, but you don't need them.
I'm sure you have two cameras, yeah. There are some times where I remember seeing a two-camera shot.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's all B-roll. So, really, the only person who's, working overly hard is the editor.
Yes.
Trying to, take all these shots and put them together.
Yep. And some semblance of a story. So,
yeah.
the editor and the director.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Really.
I was actually amazed when I was in my younger years, when I moved out to Los Angeles and I started working in a production house, how much the editors were responsible for the storytelling.
Oh my God, yes.
They really, that's when I really learned, editing is cool.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
They had the biggest, they were there the longest. They were, because, obviously a producer would come around and, they would give notes or whatever, but, and then the director would direct things on location. But then when you get back to the Bay, it's the editor just has all of this power to hey, there's this really cool shot that I'm going to use, I'm going to take all of this, the shot list from the puny little insignificant gopher reception boy. That was me. I did that.
Yeah.
I watched all the footage and did the shot list.
Oh, you did all the shot list?
Yeah,
stuff?
I did. I did all
hilarious.
I transcribed all the tapes and everything. Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the 4-hour interview with Evel Knievel that I had transcribed?
You did.
Oh my God, it's so fucking hilarious. But yeah, so they just take all these. Okay, here's a shot of a bike. Here's a shot of a kid eating ice cream. Oh, let me go back. Okay, it's the timestamp. Look at that. Oh, that's a good shot. I'm gonna put that in there.
Yep.
It's amazing how much they're responsible for the story.
Oh yeah.
The editors, unsung heroes.
Yep.
And for that.
Oh, we have an 80s slow clap starting. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is a red letter day. This is a red letter day for editors. The 80s slow clap.
I mean, I think by now people are in on the secret.
Yeah, it's you're not.
It's not.
This isn't breaking news here, kid.
But back in 2000,
yeah,
for me,
yeah, no,
it was pretty great.
What was the? Oh God damn it! What was the Canadian SNL? That Lorne
SCTV.
No, that Lorne Michaels did.
Oh, Kids in the Hall.
Kids in the Hall. Thank you.
Are you serious?
I blanked.
Holy shit, dude.
Anyways, I saw a skit on Kids in the Hall with Dave Foley, and he talked about. He's like, everybody has their own little specialty here. Kids in the Hall, someone does the writing, someone does the set, someone of all the cast members.
Are you sure that wasn't The State that you were watching? Because they did that in The State.
Was it The State?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, they all got together we all do our, I'm more of a director and, so-and-so's more of an editor and, Ben and whatever are writers and Ken's an actor. We all have we all did play our different part here on The State.
No.
Yes, but that was the exact same thing. They were all out there.
Well, so they do that, and he's like, well, mine's editing.
Right, and he edits himself in.
Yeah.
That was The State.
I'm sure.
It was The State. I'm telling you,
all right.
If it wasn't The State, then The State ripped it off blatantly from Kids in the Hall, and I doubt that happened.
That's fair. Could have sworn it was Kids in the Hall.
I'm telling you, it was
because I have this picture of David Foley doing
it. Was David Wayne. David Wayne was the one who was like, "Yeah, I'm more of an editor."
Oh man, maybe I.
Yeah, and you would see he recut the opening of the show, and it was like, hey, here's everybody else, and then here's me again, and here's another one of my shots. Here's another one of my shots.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was David Wayne who did it or if it was somebody else. But they did. They got out there. They all got, because that was one of their things. They get up there and all together and be like, "Hi, we're the state," and they do their little like funny sketch.
Interesting.
But that was one of them. Yeah.
Ah, shit. Well, that was the state then. Fuck
right.
me. What do I know? Don't ever listen to me for any sort of pop culture references, because clearly I'm done.
Sorry, bro.
Put me on the field. That's it.
But you knew it.
Put me on my ice flow.
You knew it was a sketch comedy show.
The ice flow, Matt. It's done. It's time. It's time.
I'll never let go, Dave.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, I would fucking totally let you.
You wouldn't even, you would just push me off with a broom. You'd be like, "Yo, dog."
But honestly though, like I can recognize that the two of us can float on this fucking thing, and I wouldn't need to do that.
No,
so,
you can't. No, you can't. They cannot float on the door.
Right,
I will fucking die on this hill. You cannot put two people on that door.
Sure you can.
Not because of space, because of weight.
No.
Because the weight will push the door underwater.
You just take turns
enough to where you go in the water and freeze to death. No.
I think you just take turns.
No. You know what? You go first.
What if you get
I'll be on the door first, and you do the water first.
What if you get in the water until it's too cold, and then you get up on the door and get warm, and then the other person?
Oh, you just get warm on the door.
You just get warm on the door.
You just get warm on the door. This is how science works.
Because it's like, yeah, right? Because science.
Yeah, you just sit on the ice cold door in the middle of the Arctic Ocean, and you just warm right the fuck up.
Because it's not as cold as the water.
I do. Still covered in wet clothes. You just warm right up. That's how that works.
Yeah.
You know what? You go first.
Because climate change isn't real.
I believe, you know what? I believe your theory, Matt, and I think you should put it to the test. I trust you. I trust your science. I'm more than willing to admit that you're right as long as you go first.
Did I mention that science was my weakest category in high school?
You didn't have to. It's kind of implied at this point. It's pretty. It's a strong.
I'm glad that you danced with me on that one, because I was worried that I was going to put that out there and then you were going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll do that
I
dance.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But
I feel like I hate people that like they throw out the area map of the fucking door it matters.
Yeah, he fit, but you fucking sank, man.
You all die.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations.
It's pretty, like, in real talk, it's pretty obvious that the more weight you put on something, the more it's gonna sink. I remember that from playing in the fucking bathtub when I was 4.
Buoyancy is a thing.
Exactly.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But yeah, I would totally push you in.
No, dude. No. You're right. You're 100% right. We'll take turns. You go first. What? I'm sorry. Your legs are too numb and paralyzed to swing on in? Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
Start kicking. Just start kicking. Do your best. Do your best. I believe you. Practice on that door over there. Look at that. There's like 4 bodies you can cling to. Just practice on those.
Aquaman can't save us because he's busy fighting the trench.
The trench.
And that's where we bring it back around.
That's it. Welcome.
That's it.
Welcome back to the trench. God, it's so terrible. So I'm done. I'm done with this.
All right. We're done for the day. This is a good show.
Was it?
I like this one. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I like when we could just like bullshit and still be on topic.
Yeah.
I really had zero agenda today.
Oh, yeah.
Just to get the show done.
Yeah, well, that's good. That
was my agenda, like just to get it out of the fucking way.
Oh, man.
And I thoroughly enjoyed myself.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad I can be a checkbox.
Yes. Matt and Dave show, check.
Did thing.
Next, go do my laundry. So I'm going to go do my laundry.
I'm glad you're really finding your passions here, Matt. You're finding your passions. I'm glad you're not just making the donuts.
I'm doing stuff.
Making the donuts.
I'm part of it.
Matt and Dave making the donuts.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Late.